Here we are on another outing with the Old Car Social Club, and today's outing is the Campbelltown Steam and Machinery Museum, and they actually run the old steam trucks, engines and you name it, and old military vehicles as well. So here we go. Okay, here we have Mark from the old social car club, or whatever it's called. And what is this piece, Mark?
Okay, this is a 1941 Series 62 Cadillac Coupe, which is available in two models, Standard and Deluxe. This is the Standard, but it has a number of the Deluxe options on it, like the wheel covers, the fog lights, the steering wheel, but it doesn't have the extra trim that the Deluxe model had that was inside the car.
Oh, let's have a quick squig at the beast. And there's the wheel trims, which are hubcaps, aren't they?
Yep, the hubcaps.
Yeah.
So it's still running with the original 346 cubic inch side valve V8, which was the engine that went into the tanks for the Second World War. They put two of these engines into each tank, along with two of the gearboxes. This car actually has the hydromatic automatic gearbox, which drove the tanks during the Second World War. It's really the first Cadillac that ever came out with an automatic gearbox. It was a successful gearbox. People didn't believe it was possible, and when the cars were reintroduced again in 1946, when they were being remade after the war, they almost exclusively were automatics by then.
Wow. Let's just have a quick look at the front of the beast.
You can see the similarities of Holden.
It is too. It does have a similarity to Holden. I suppose being General Motors and all.
Well, yes. Holden borrowed and stole lots of pieces of design that were in the General Motors stable to come up with the original FX or 48 special model.
Yes, isn't that? Yeah. You don't sort of think about that, do you?
No.
Mind you, we don't see many of these cars in Australia.
This side was locked.
We're going to unbolt the door so we can have a look. It doesn't have central locking, eh?
No, no central locking.
Well, this is amazing. I'd like to do a shot down the bonnet actually, from a sitting position. And there you go. That's what it's like being in one of these luxurious liners. It even has a clock.
Yes.
Does it still work?
Sorry?
Does the clock still work?
The one at home does. The one in the car doesn't. We actually have one to go into the car, but we never put it in.
Yeah. But, I think it's amazing. And that interior timber trim too.
Yeah. Well, this is where you can see that's the original, and that's where someone has redone it.
Yeah.
Because so much of the car is actually still original, and
wow.
It's been just carefully maintained over the years.
And that's how you open the bonnet. And this is all original Ridgy-Dig.
Well, not the wiring.
No, well,
we replaced that.
Yeah.
It caught fire.
Oh well, that would do it.
Yes. So I advise anyone with an old car to rewire it.
And it's still got the original radiator too. The
Yes.
size of that radiator. No power steering.
No power
No
steering.
power steering.
Muscles.
Yeah. Muscles and everything in
No
those
power
days.
brakes.
No power brakes.
But they are hydraulic brakes.
Hydraulic. Are they drum brakes or?
Drum brakes all round, yeah.
Yeah.
You can buy kits to put discs on them, but we've left it alone because we we don't drive it at high speed. It's just a casual cruising car.
And economy-wise, sorry, what would you be on the fuel consumption?
On the open road, you'll get probably about 22 miles to the gallon.
Oh, that's
between
pretty,
20 and 22 miles a gallon.
That's pretty darn good.
But in the city, it will drop down to probably below 10 miles to the gallon.
That's getting more like the big old tank Jags and things, about
Yes.
9. Yeah.
So it's saying is the Cadillac will pass anything except a petrol station.
Okay, ladies, access the railway station as they trundle past.
Is that the heater inlet down here?
That is it, yes.
So you open that flap.
Open that. There is a tube that normally connects to there,
Oh, right.
but we've had to get work done on the starter motor, so we took that out and we've left it out because it makes it easier to get to the starter motor.
Right. I was just wondering, I thought it might be just engine compartment heat.
No.
No. Righto, thanks very much for that, Mark.
Great, no worries. Thank you very much.
Rightio folks, we got Leon from the Old Car Social Club with his
1959 FC standard business sedan.
standard business.
Yeah, it's a standard business sedan. These were made mostly for the government offices and for taxis.
Oh, right.
These weren't made for the general public
Ah,
back in those days. As you can see, if you look inside, you'll see a taxi bar in the back. It was originally factory fitted, that one. It really had the chance of becoming a taxi. So I think, from what I understand, it was made for for the child welfare department back in its early days. The child welfare officers used to drive around in these cars.
yeah. So it's like a government car, really?
Yeah, yes, it was an ex-government car. That's right. It's got pretty well much original. The upholstery had been redone, but to look like very much like the original upholstery. I've had the mats replaced both the back and the front mats, including the boot mat. It still has the grey engine in it.
Right. Can we have a little look at the engine?
Yeah, no problem.
So,
This is,
so it gets driven about 2 kilometres a year or something.
no, not this one. No, the other one I have at home is it gets driven like last year, 7 miles last year actually done. I don't take it out very much, but this one gets to be taken out quite a bit. It's got its original engine in it, the grey engine.
And it's the old no power steering,
Yeah, no power
but
steering.
you got hydraulic brakes, which is great.
Hydraulic brakes, and it's been overridden by vacuum brakes, which gives it a little bit more stopping power.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's an accessory. That is considered to be an accessory. As these were also an accessory back in the early days. So that's the electric wiper motor.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Originally-
Have electric wiper motors.
Yeah, originally it had a vacuum wipers, which was a bit of a nuisance to drive in the rain.
Certainly, yeah, I remember them. Yeah.
Not much else to tell about. This is the way I got it. It's been resprayed. during its lifetime. It was that's the way I got it. I did a bit of work to the paintwork, cut back and polish.
Well, I mean, it's been repainted, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been repainted by its previous owner.
Yeah, beautiful paint job. It is.
It's lovely paint.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Right, I'll just have a look at the back of the car.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, love that badge. It's a beauty.
These badges here, they're remaking them. They're providing them from rare spares.
Really?
Yeah, they're very easy to get now. At one stage they were very, very hard to get.
Yeah.
And that's quite good. It's quite filled up with a bit of old radio stuff and some lunch in there, tucked away in there somewhere.
Does it come with a valve radio or this?
No, it doesn't come with any radio whatsoever. Not in these standard sedans. They're also considered to be an accessory. Radios, as were the cigarette lighters or things like that. Or if you needed, like the Venetians was also an aftermarket accessory.
Yeah.
That you can go and purchase and put in.
Even the rear view mirror, that would have been an accessory too, wouldn't it, on this side?
Yes, it had. It was. I put that on myself actually. Yeah. To do that, just these driving in the traffic these days is can be very difficult. So that's a great help having the side view mirrors.
Yeah.
On both sides. Yes.
Okay. Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
And thank you.